so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail for this Wednesday, March 8th edition. Look at the shot of I-70 first thing this morning. You can see that sun peeking up and over the mountains. We're starting to see that sunlight just a little bit more each and every day, which I woke up this morning and I saw this beautiful pink sunrise. It was amazing. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great show in store for you for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. But we have some exciting news coming about Good Morning Vail, and maybe being a little bit longer than an hour, which we'll chat about at the end of the show. Now, for today, we've got some great national holidays. The first one is International Women's Day. So congratulations and celebrate yourself to all the boss ladies out there. I hope that you have a fantastic Wednesday. It is also National No Smoking Day. So if you're someone who smokes cigarettes, well, then maybe challenge yourself to not smoke one today. It's also a National Retro Video Game Day. So I was in debates yesterday with everyone here at the TV station if a Wii counted as a retro video game, considering the fact they were released quite a while ago. So if you want to weigh in on that, you can send us a message on Instagram at TV8 Vail, Colorado. Now, we've got a great show in store for you for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. Of course, we're going to give you a look at that local weather forecast, that resort report, and then we're going to introduce you to the Eagle Valley Library District, which has some really cool ways to navigate some of your exciting trips that you have coming up. And then, of course, we're going to take a look at that Lens of the Day report to help you be in the know before you go and make your way out to the mountains, and hopefully you get to do so today. Then we've got the High Rocky Harm Reduction team coming in to talk about some things that could happen over spring break, and especially as we're going to start to see an influx of people coming into our wonderful community. Then we've got Ski Town All-Stars coming in to give us some great information about maybe how best you should be carrying your skis. Now, if you're looking to get out and about today and maybe participate in some of our wonderful activities, well, then you should check out the Walking Mountains Science Center, and you can do so by going to walkingmountainscience.org/events. That way you can see their entire lineup of events. But first thing this afternoon, they've got their free nature walk over in Avon. So if you're looking for something to do, maybe you want to explore, maybe you want to learn a little bit, well, then this is a great way to do so. Like I said, it's completely free. It's going to start at 2 p.m. and it's best if you go online and register in advance, only because if you do so, then they'll know how many people they should account for coming. Now, if you're looking for something to take the kiddos to do today, well, then Alpaca LLC has a great free knitting activity where they're going to teach the kiddos how to knit. If you have yet to be over there, well, then we highly recommend that you do so. But this is a bring your own material too. So if you do not own the stuff to knit, well, then you can buy it there at their wonderful facility. And this is just a great way for the kids to learn one of those new traits that maybe they might love to do. Like I learned how to embroider a few years ago, and it has stuck with me all this time. Oh, if you're looking for something else to do for the kiddos, well, then ages 6 to 12 with the Avon Recreation Center, there's a basketball clinic that's taking place from 4:30 to 5:30 today, and this is a great way to just get the kids introduced. Now, this has been going on, it's a 6-week program, but you can always start any way through and just kind of have them pick up those basics, and this is just a great way to learn that really fun sport. Now, if you are a women in business, well, then the Vail Valley Women of Business have a really fun activity tonight. Not only is it networking, but it's also axe throwing, and what better way to celebrate International Women's Day than chucking some axes with some of the wonderful women around our community that are also like-minded thinkers and in business as well. So if that's something you're interested in, you do have to pay if you are not part of the group, but you can pay to be there and you can pay to have a ton of fun with them. And if you have not yet been to Steel and Wood Axe, well, then you should definitely check that out because that's also a ton of fun. Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We saw a lot of beautiful sunshine yesterday. We're going to see partly cloudy skies today. 24 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 40 degrees. Winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour throughout the course of today. So that slight breeze is going to make that 40 degrees feel just a little bit cooler than it actually is. So as you're making your way out there, just be prepared for that. But that sunshine felt so wonderful yesterday. So if you are getting out there to do anything, just make sure that you layer up with that sunscreen. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see mostly sunny skies first thing this morning, partly cloudy skies as we approach this afternoon, and then cloudy skies as we make our way into this evening and overnight tonight. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver still slightly cooler than up here in the high country. 39 degrees in Denver, a little bit of cloud coverage. They might see that sunshine peek its way out just a little bit. 40 degrees in Vail, 40 degrees in Avon, 43 degrees in Eagle. And we are expecting to see that cloud coverage across that entire I-70 corridor later into this afternoon. As we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, we've got that storm front rolling in. 18 degrees is our overnight low. 50% chance of precipitation, mostly cloudy skies. Like I said, that chance of snowfall, and then we are expecting to see those winds continue out of the west southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, decreased chances of precipitation tomorrow, 20% chance, partly cloudy skies, 33 degrees is our high, but by Friday, we are expecting to see a 60% chance of a nice wintry mix. So that's a rain-snow mix with a high of 45 degrees. Then snow showers are likely by Saturday, 80% chance of precipitation, 42 degrees is our high, continuing into Sunday with some morning snow, 40 degrees is the high, 40% chance of moisture coming our way, and then decreasing just slightly by Monday with a 30% chance of precipitation and partly cloudy skies. Now, when I say that this wintry mix is making its way in on Friday, just know that that means that snow is going to be a little bit heavier, so be prepared, which means that if you have not yet got your skis or snowboard waxed, then we highly recommend that you do so. Now let's take a look at what's going on with our resort report.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Let's take a look at what's going on with our resorts as we make our way over to Beaver Creek. First thing this morning, no new snowfall in the last 24 to 48 hours. That season total still sitting at 256 inches with a 58-inch base depth. Now, if you are getting out there to ski or ride up on Beaver Creek Mountain, you can start your adventure at 8:30 a.m. and you can continue until 3:30 p.m. Now, as we take a look to see what terrain is open, 25 of the lifts are open, 163 trails are open, and 98% of the terrain is currently open up on Beaver Creek Mountain. As we take a look at Vail, no new snow in the last 24 to 48 hours, bringing that season total to 276 inches with a 70-inch base depth. Now, if you are getting out there to ski or ride up on Vail Mountain, well, then you can start your morning at 9 a.m. and you can continue until 3 p.m. Now, as we take a look, or 3:30 p.m., excuse me. Now, as we take a look at what terrain is open, 33 lifts are open, 275 trails are open, and 100% of the terrain is open up on Vail Mountain right now. Now, before I said if you have not yet got your skis or board waxed, that we highly recommend that you do so because the temperature of that snow is starting to change just a little bit, and the best place to do that is over at Sun and Ski Sports, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. We want to thank them for bringing you this resort report first thing this morning. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to introduce you to the Eagle Valley Library District, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Do you like exploring, and do you want to explore like they used to back in the day? Well, then you need to get your hands on some great maps, and a wonderful place to do so is to come to our local library. And I'm standing here with Carrie May, who's going to give us some more information about all of the wonderful maps that they have to offer. Good morning, Carrie.
Thank you for having me. Good morning. Welcome to the lower level of the Avon Public Library. This is where the bulk of our map collection is kept. Eagle and Gypsum also have a much smaller map collection, but don't worry, if there's a map you want from Avon, we can have it sent to Eagle or Gypsum for you to pick up. But it's part of our Library of Things collection. So yeah, we have all kinds of things, including maps.
Well, and the maps are so fun, especially because you can do everything from your phone now, right? So you're like, oh, if I'm going to go explore, like I can drop this pin and I can have the coordinates. But how fun is it to just like bring out that paper, have it in front of you, and then get to explore everything around you?
Yes, and I've actually had some camping and hiking and friend meetup snafus because pin dropping when you don't have service isn't always super efficient. So I have actually started taking our maps with me anytime we go somewhere, just so I have a backup. And sometimes it's really fun to map your route ahead of time. And we have a whole collection of a variety of different maps. We have river maps, which are kind of cool. People kind of don't think about that. But we also have national forest maps. We have wilderness maps. We have National Geographic, their Trails Illustrated line. We also have the full National Geographic Rocky Mountain National Park map collection. So it includes like an adventure guide. Anytime there's like public lands or something, we probably have those maps. And it's a collection that's constantly growing, just like all of our collections here at Eagle Valley Library District.
Which is one of the great things that you guys do here, because you have the maps and then you have the state park passes where people can really just come and get their adventure on. And I think it's really cool because I feel like now that everyone can do it from their phone, reading a map is kind of a lost art. And so to have access to be able to come sit down, look at them, and then take them and use them on your adventure is so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they're all waterproof. They all come in like handy little plastic containers that you like take them with you. Like we want these to go on adventures. We want our maps to go on adventures too. And it's like I said, it's super fun. I always like to map kind of where I'm going to be out before I get there. Yes. And it's super fun to look at maps like on a large scale. And sometimes you realize like, oh, I'm not that far from this really cool waterfall hike, or I'm not that far from, this lake that would be a great place to stop or camp or whatever. So, and we have a full circulating map collection. So literally you can take these with you. And like I said, if you're an Eagle or Gypsum, we do have a smaller collection of maps there. But if you want a map that isn't there, you can just request it. We will deliver it to you in whatever branch is most convenient. We currently have every single National Geographic map for the state of Colorado. We're starting to grow areas surrounding areas like Moab, for example. Yeah, so we're definitely, if there's a place that you want to go and you think that we should have a map for us, let us know. Like I said, it's a collection that's constantly growing. I think a lot of people don't know it's down here. Again, we're in the lower level of the Avon Library, and these like kind of big, crazy looking shelving units, they all have drawers in them and stuff. Don't be afraid to pull the drawers out. Check out the maps in there. Take them home with you. Figure out where you want your next camping trip to be.
And this is a great way for you to come get your hands on these wonderful waterproof maps, because maybe you're trying to teach this basic art form to your children and you want to take them on a fun camping trip and you want to give them the experience of tracking and using the GPS coordinates that are on the map to make it so much easier. So maybe you hike off and maybe you like do that and then make them get you back to your camp by using the map or something, where it is a really cool learning experience too. So it's something that could be great for the whole family.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I think it's always great to have a map as a backup. There's a lot of places out there that don't necessarily have service or, GPS coordinates. They're just not coming through your phone or your phone dies. That's the other thing that always happens to me. I never seem to have enough battery packs when I'm camping, which we actually have those at the library and the Library of Things too. You can check out, we have several different kinds of battery packs. Some of them are solar charged. So I've gotten better at taking those with me so that my cell phone doesn't die when I'm out there. But again, it's always just great to have a backup. And it's super fun. I think it's a skill that, we don't teach ourselves as much as we used to. My parents talk about going on road trips and like pulling out an atlas. We have atlases also, though, speaking of that. So if you're looking for an atlas, we have both state atlases as well as nationwide atlases. We have large scale atlases. So again, we're really trying to make sure people don't get lost on their adventures.
Which I think is really important, because one time we tried to do Google Maps to get us from Salt Lake City to Kansas City. And we were so lost we had to stop and buy an atlas because every turn that we made was wrong. We took a 3-hour detour on our 18-hour car ride, which was brutal.
Yeah, and I think locally too, we can really relate to the whole Google Maps doesn't always work thing. I know the canyon has been closed on and off a lot lately. Yes. And I've heard rumor that the sheriff's office actually had to ask Google Maps to take Cottonwood off of it because so many people, like Google was rerouting them over Cottonwood Pass, and like people's cars just weren't capable of going that way. So, we have mountain roads here that Google might think is a real road, but probably not, might not be open in the winter, first of all, and your car might not be capable of doing it. So it's always good to have a full-blown map with you so that you can reroute yourself when Google is failing.
Right, and so if you are going on one of these adventures, this is the perfect place to come, get all of your resources. The Library of Things has so many pieces, parts, and tidbits to offer you to make your adventure perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. We know that we have a very active outdoor community, and so we wanted to provide things to help you in your adventures, and that's anything, like I said, solar chargers, flashlights, trekking poles. We now have snowshoes, we have maps, state park passes, and that's another collection that's constantly growing. We just actually put a bear canister in the collection last year. So if you're going backpacking and need a bear canister, we have one for you to borrow.
Which is incredible. They're keeping us safe, they're keeping us adventurous, and they're keeping us up to date on everything here at the library. Now, if someone's interested in getting a library card, how hard is it?
Super easy. We want visitors and residents alike to get library cards. All you need is a photo ID, so stop in Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum. Get a library card. It gets you access to any of our Library of Things items, as well as all of our books, magazines, DVDs, audiobooks, and all of our digital content as well. So all you need is a photo ID, and you can stop in Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum and get yourself a library card.
Carrie Mae, thank you so much for coming or meeting us here, bringing us to the downstairs of the wonderful Avon Public Library and giving us all this great information.
Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you guys stop in too.
Make sure that you check out evld.org. That way you can see where each and every location is and where all of the great amenities that they have. But if you do not have your library card yet, come in, get it. All you need is that photo ID. It's going to be super simple. Make sure that you come check out the libraries because they have so many wonderful things. We're going to take a short break. When we come back from the break, we've got a little more of the show left.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. A time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Enjoy our heated lounge cars. View snow-capped mountains. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
8-time Emmy-nominated Animal Rescue is a half-hour television series showcasing the heroic efforts of people helping animals. Join host and award-winning journalist Alex Payne and the Animal Rescue camera crew as they travel around the world, capturing dramatic rescues, rehabilitation, and relocation stories. For programming schedule, check your local listings today. Don't miss your favorite episodes of Animal Rescue.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see those cooler temperatures first thing this morning. 24 degrees around 8 a.m. We are expecting to see a high of 40 degrees. Partly cloudy skies. Winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that cloud coverage is going to increase throughout the course of today. Mostly sunny skies first thing this morning. Partly cloudy skies by the early afternoon. And then as we approach the later afternoon into this evening, we are expecting to see some pretty heavy cloud coverage. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver, slightly cooler than up here in the high country, 39 degrees in Denver. A little bit of cloud coverage. They might see that sun peek out just for a little bit as well. 40 degrees in Vail, 40 degrees in Avon, 43 degrees in Eagle, and that cloud coverage is sitting above that whole I-70 corridor. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 18 degrees is our overnight low. 50% chance of precipitation is going to take place overnight. Winds continuing out of the west-southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour, so it is going to feel a lot chillier out there than it actually is. Now, as we take a look at the next 5 days, tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, 33 degrees is our high, 20% chance of precipitation. As we approach Friday, a nice wintry mix is in the forecast, meaning it's going to be a combination of rain and snow due to these higher temperatures. 45 degrees for Friday, 60% chance of precipitation. Snow showers are likely on Saturday, 80% chance of precipitation. 42 degrees is the high. Morning snow is likely on Sunday with a 40% chance of precipitation. Then by Monday, we will see that decrease just a little bit to a 30% chance, partly cloudy skies, high of 42. So temperatures dipping down tomorrow, and then we will see them reach back up into the 40s. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you, again, need to get your skis tuned or waxed, they're your one-stop shop, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. Now let's take a look at what goggle lens is going to be best for a day like today.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
It's that time of the morning where I get to nerd out about some ski stuff. So right now I've got the Anon M2 series in front of me for your goggle for a day like today. The reason that I chose this goggle is we are expecting to see that sunshine first thing this morning. So that darker lens is really going to help you keep your eyes nice and protected from those harsh UV rays that we could see. Now this is a really seamless goggle and it's super easy to remove the goggle lenses. So all you have to do is pinch the frame, grab that goggle lens, pull it right out, so then you've just got your frame. And then to put that low light lens in, all you have to do is get it close. It snaps right in, making it nice and convenient for you to change your lenses, whether you're sitting on the chairlift, whether you're stopping to use the bathroom, whatever it is, it's going to be super convenient. Now, we are expecting to see that heavy wind chill throughout the course of today, and it's important that you keep your face nice and protected from that wind burn. So if you have not heard of the MFI, the magnetic face mask integration, well, I'm about to show it to you and show you why it's so incredible. All you have to do is get the nose of your goggle close to that little bar right there inside the face mask, and it snaps right in. So you'll wear your face mask when you're ready to cover your face from that nice wind chill. Then you'll just get it close, it'll snap right in. Now, they've created this so that that ventilation will stay out of the face mask part of that MFI. That way your goggles won't fog up, making it nice and convenient for you. That means that you're going to have the best day out on the mountain. And vision is precision when you're getting out there to ski or ride. We want to thank Eyepieces of Vail for bringing you this Lens of the Day report. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping to get your hands on some fantastic goggles, well, they've got 6 convenient locations throughout our community. But if you are looking for goggles, then we highly recommend that you check out the Goggle Bar at the top of Bridge Street. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned. Hi, this is Maddie Evans, and you're watching the TV8 Visitors Bureau. Right here where I'm standing, we're at the Lions Head bus stop. Now, if you're looking to make your way from Lions Head to Vail Village, this is the place you want to be because the in-town bus runs here pretty frequently. You can catch it every 10 to 15 minutes on the dot right here, and they've got a nice countdown so that you'll know when that bus is approaching and how far away it is. And then there's multiple bus stops along the way, making sure you get to the right place. And all you have to do to request a bus stop in the in-town buses is pull the cord and you're set to get off the bus. Now that we've made our way here into Vail Village, you can go explore all of the great shops and restaurants that they have over here, but there are so many great stops along the way. On the in-town bus route, you can stop at the library, or you can stop at the medical center, or you can stop in Solaris. There are so many of them to stop and enjoy, and especially when the hustle and bustle of the town is taking place. Now, if you did park over in Lions Head, it's really easy. All you have to do is wait 15 minutes, jump right back on the bus, and it'll deliver you to the parking structure. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Visitors Bureau. If there's anything else you need to know or if you want to see, make sure you contact us and we'll get it made for you. That's been it for this episode of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun & Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day Television. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, rural living, and so much more from our award-winning team. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day, because what's happening on the farm matters to you and your family. Watch Ag Day weekdays.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TVA, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Spring break is right around the corner, or it's already happening for some, and it's really important that you stay nice and safe out there. So we've got High Rockies Harm Reduction, and we've got Maggie joining me on the couch to give us some more information about some of the wonderful resources that we have here throughout the state of Colorado. Good morning, Maggie.
Good morning, Maddie. Thank you so much for having me.
I love that it's the Maggie and Maddie show first thing this
Absolutely.
morning. And also, happy International Women's Day.
Yes, and happy International Women's Day to you. It's a perfect time to come and visit.
It is, and I love when you're here, only because I think that the word, the message, and what you guys do is so important. Because let's talk just a little bit about your big message and what you guys are pushing right now.
Yeah, so we're specifically talking today about a campaign called Keep the Party Safe, which is really designed around getting prepared for spring break, because we've been talking about this for a couple years now, but we're seeing this lethal opioid, fentanyl, contaminating all kinds of drugs out there. And so we really are pushing this campaign from an approach of no judgment. We want people to have fun, but we want people to be safe and know that we're losing a lot of Coloradans to this kind of overdose or drug exposure, but that there are resources that can help keep people safe.
And so let's talk about some of the resources, because you guys have done such a good job to make them public access where people can do it in a safe way. Obviously, like, just keep your friends safe, keep the people around you safe, and just know what you're doing.
Absolutely. And so, the big thing that we've been working on across the state, and specifically in Eagle County, is getting out this overdose reversing medication, Narcan, which can reverse fentanyl and other opioid overdoses, and it has no other effects. It can't hurt you. There's all these liability protections for anyone in the state to use it, even when it's expired. So we're really, really pushing that. We have gotten that into the majority of Eagle County public schools, or at least the entire school district. We're working really closely with public health to get, mass public distribution of Narcan and some other supplies, and also Eagle County paramedics are giving out Narcan. So we're doing everything we can. I will admit it's a little up in the air, as this is a newer thing, and we're just kind of throwing it at the community from every angle. At highrockysharmreduction.com, you can order Narcan as well as fentanyl test strips, and we can do contactless delivery as well as mail-based, and we're planning to have some service sites in the communities soon. But the other big piece of that, the other tool we have, are fentanyl test strips. And so those are not out there as much as the Narcan yet, but that's a big part of this conversation. We want people to consider testing their drugs for the presence of fentanyl, and we want people to always carry Narcan. And BYON, bring your own Narcan to every party, because hopefully you never experience this, but we all want to be prepared in the event of an emergency, if it's a friend or a family member. We all have the right to have a fun spring break however we see fit.
Right, and I think that it's really important because we've had some tragedies recently here in our community over the course of the last few months, and it is something that happens so quickly. And you go to shows, and if you see someone who looks pale or looks like they're gonna throw up or isn't doing well, don't just walk away from them. Even if you do not know them, make sure that you stay close, make sure that you help them find help, because it could save someone's life.
Absolutely. Here in Eagle County, and also in neighboring Garfield County and across the state in the past year, we've lost Coloradans to cocaine contaminated with fentanyl, MDMA contaminated with fentanyl, and pressed pills that are white, blue, rainbow, all colors, right? And so we're seeing people who don't really necessarily know what that risk is, because cocaine, a little bit of cocaine shouldn't kill you, but when it's contaminated with this lethal opioid, it absolutely can. And we also really want to encourage people, the great thing about Narcan is it won't do anything if you're not having an opioid overdose. And I might not know what you took. You might not know what you took.
Right.
So it's always safe to use, but we really want people to always call 911.
Right.
If somebody is having a medical event, if you don't know what's happening, I've heard questions from, someone's unconscious, someone's throwing up blood. I don't know what's happening in that latter situation.
Right.
Please call 911
Right.
if something is off.
Well, and it's super important that people are just taking care of your peers, yourself, and your friends, your family. Now, how did you get involved with High Rockies Harm Reduction?
Yeah, so I'm actually the founder and director of this program. I founded it in the fall of 2020, and it wasn't necessarily, of course, we did see exacerbated issues across the state and nation during that time period, but that wasn't necessarily why I founded it. I have a beautiful slide of overdose data for our local 5 counties over the past 20 years, and this is not a new problem. We are definitely in a peak problem period, but in Eagle County, in Garfield County, in Pickens County, and Lake County, we've had similar spikes of a lot of community overdoses multiple times across the past 20 years. And I have lived that personally. So I grew up in Garfield County, and I lost my mother to a heroin overdose in 2006. And I have lost a lot of friends all over the state, and I've kind of experienced every side of it. I had a friend whose boyfriend left her to die because he didn't want to get in trouble, and she died. And that is exactly why we have the 911 Good Samaritan law now that says people can call 911 and not get in trouble.
Right.
We didn't know in 2006 that Narcan even existed. We didn't know the benefits of calling 911. We didn't think even just having EMS giving, first aid response that a lot quicker
Right.
can be really helpful. So I've lost people, and I've, seen the really dark side of this. And I've been someone struggling with mental health issues, struggling with addiction, struggling with the criminal justice system in these communities. And I really saw, this problem is still going on. Nobody's doing anything about it. And I'm really proud of what I've created, because we're more than a harm reduction company. We're a rural grassroots program that's committed to leveraging the voices of rural community members and letting them decide how to solve these problems in a way that works for them, because I think so much of it, and in that same sense, we need to look out for each other, because community is the answer. And it gives me goosebumps. I know it sounds cheesy, but this is all about just treating people with compassion, a non-judgmental approach to care. And for me, that just runs in my veins because of my
Right.
experience, and it's an honor to share that. And it's, these so many millions of little things I do every day, giving out Narcan, fentanyl test strips. I was just down at Fort Lewis College this weekend. I train high schools all over Garfield and Eagle County, but it's really just that overarching spreading compassion that is such a privilege for me to give back to these communities.
Right, and we're so grateful to have someone giving just this awareness to everyone. And first, I would like to say I'm so sorry for your losses, because I know that cannot be easy, and your mental health will struggle in moments like that. But you've totally come out on top, and you've taken this tragedy and turned it into something beautiful to help save so many. And so you should be proud of yourself, and you should really celebrate, because you're a total boss lady for this International Women's Day. Now let's talk a little bit more about Keep the Party Safe, because there's a whole campaign on their website, so you can go to keepthepartysafe.org for people to get more information there as well, correct?
Yes, so keepthepartysafe.org is the place to go and learn more information about everything we're talking about today. You can also go to highrockiesharmreduction.com, and Keep the Party Safe is a project of the Colorado Consortium for the Prescription Drug Abuse Prevention, so they've got much more beautiful media material. It's much more professional than my website, and they are distributing posters and coasters throughout restaurants and the service industry in communities. So I'm really excited to see that happening, because of course I grew up in the service industry, and I know our restaurants, our resort workers, they're very much impacted by what happens in our tourism community
Right.
as well. So very excited to be getting that out, and yeah, you can learn more there.
Maggie, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information, spending some time, and sharing your heartwarming story with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. I would happily come back anytime.
We love you. You come back anytime.
And I hope you all have a safe spring break.
Yes. Thank you so much. Make sure that you check out not only HighRockiesHarmReduction.com, but you go to KeepThePartySafe.org. That way you have more information and you can get your hands on all of these wonderful resources. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
I'm Tyne Morgan, host of U.S. Farm Report. Join me right here each weekend as we explore the news and issues that matter most to agriculture. We know each year farmers and ranchers are thrown challenges, but as agriculture continues to adapt, we are right there with you. From markets to weather, we take a deep dive into what matters most to agriculture and rural America. Join me each weekend for U.S. Farm Report. Timely, trusted, tradition.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Hi, it's Max from TVA Vail. We want to invite you all to the Wacky Winter Reading Program. It's open to all ages. All you have to do is read 10 books or 1,000 pages. For more information, go on our website, tvavail.com. And thank you to our sponsor, the Eagle Valley Library District.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we've been talking a lot about skiing and riding. First thing this morning, now, if you are in the market for some new skis or maybe just some new great swag, well, then Ski Town All-Stars is the place to go, and we've got Chris Pavona joining me on the couch. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Maddie.
I'm really liking your yellow-blue combination first thing this morning.
I'm very trendy.
You're very colorful. You look great.
Thanks. You look great as well in your little black getup.
All black, yep.
All black.
Here we are. You're like rainbows and sunshine, and I'm over here in my all black right now. It's a great combination. Here we are.
Here we are.
All right, so we have a very special segment first thing this morning.
Yep.
Because it'll make your ski life so much easier if you can
carry your skis properly.
Yes.
And there's a lot of debate.
Yes.
A whole lot of debate.
All right, so do you want to demonstrate the correct carry really quickly for us?
Well, the big thing is there's a lot of these products on the market. We get sent them all the time, from like little rollerblade wheels to bags to straps to all kinds of crazy things. And literally all you need is a volet strap, which have been around forever.
And you can get your hands on a nice Ski Town All-Stars one,
And
which
they're
makes
$8.
It's a steal right
and
there.
the key is that when you're not skiing, it's about this big.
Right.
Where other things that I just mentioned are like these contraptions and devices, and all you really need is one of these.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. So that
Right.
just slid. So basically all you do is take the strap. It's not exactly easy on the couch, but take the strap, put it around, and then you go like that. And then basically you have a nice little package. It's easier to do it when it's standing up.
Right.
So it's just a nice little package.
Right. Everything is nice and bundled.
It's not like, you know, you're gonna lose a glove, you're gonna lose, it's just right here.
Everything is staying together. It looks good. It
Yep.
feels good.
Yep. If you need to like just walk a little, you can just lift it up.
Convenient.
And
You don't
walk
have
a
the
little.
poles. Yep.
All right. And so the big thing here is when we are carrying our skis.
Yep.
All right. Let's try not to break anything.
That
We
would be
want to
great.
be weird. Like we want to look around to see like who's around us.
Careful of that light right over your head.
But it's simply, you put it on your shoulder with your shoulder in the front of the binding right here.
Yes.
Not here. You always want your tips forward because of physics
And balance.
and balance. And then it allows you to basically hold your skis with one hand. And then in your left hand,
You can have a coffee.
You can have a coffee. You can take selfies. You can give high fives, thumbs ups.
All the good things.
All the good things, and there's a few things that you have to be cognizant of. You can't be swinging your skis around. If someone's like, "Hey, Chris," you can't be like, "What's up?" and then smack somebody. So right now, this is the way to do it.
And it makes it so much easier.
This isn't the pro way. This isn't the local way. This is the way.
The only way.
The only way.
All right.
All right. Because a lot of you guys out there, I've seen a bunch of different carries.
Yes.
People have their skis like this.
That's my favorite carry
We
right
call
there.
this the offering. And basically, it's really dangerous
Right.
because Bridge Street is very crowded sometimes.
Right.
There's things that people carry their skis like this. We call this the minesweeper. There's all kinds of
So
different
many
carries.
good names.
And even when people put their poles, we should probably do it where they call it we've got a bunch of names for that, where we
Right.
put the ski poles and the straps
Yes.
and they carry it like this.
Right.
But it's just not very, it's
The
not.
suitcase.
The suitcase,
Yep.
the said suitcase,
Yes.
the said handbag.
Yes.
But really, we've done a lot of testing, years of testing.
You guys are the professionals in the ski carry space.
Well, we just took over where Coulter, Hinchcliffe, and Tim Durchie left off.
All right,
basically.
perfect.
So we're not the founders of the ski carries like those guys, but we are trying to make the ski community and the streets of Vail a better place.
And you can do so by just easily carrying your skis
Yep, the right way.
the right way.
So all it takes is a volet strap, nice little tight package here, and that's it.
All right, now let's talk more about these wonderful ski straps and how people can come and get their hands on them
Yeah, for $8.
for $8 at your favorite local ski shop, Ski Town All Stars.
Your ski carrying will never be the same. For
I'm gonna
a
have to-
simple $8.
I'm gonna have to come get one.
You
And
don't have one?
Nope.
How do you
because
carry your skis?
Same way. I just put my pole in these hands too, and then I have one free hand still.
Yeah, but I actually have two free hands.
Right. You're more advanced than I am.
I am an advanced ski carrier. I'm level 5. You're level 3.
Dang it.
But
All right,
you
well.
can get there. You can come in and we can even teach you how to do it.
Oh my gosh.
I actually want to set up a booth on Bridge Street with the town of Vail's permission to educate people about ski carries.
I would love that for you. Now let's talk about your beanie really quickly because this is what started the whole business.
Hats.
Hats. Everyone loves a good hat. And I know because
holy shirts and hats.
holy shirts and hats. And I love this hat. I have this hat in every color that you guys make
Yes,
it in,
you
the
do.
jade. And your hoodies are amazing, especially if you're getting out there to ski in them.
Especially if you're like these sweet colors,
Right.
not black.
Well, my favorite one is the lilac. I
Yep.
didn't say lavender this time.
Yep, lilac, caramel. This is the, I don't even know what I call this. What do we even call this?
I don't have that one. I don't know.
Well, maybe you should get one and then we can call it something.
Okay. Well,
It's a teal.
yeah.
It's a prototype.
It's a nice turquoise color.
Yeah, it's a turquoise.
Tiffany blue.
Tiffany blue.
Really get the-
Almost matches my poles,
I
which
know.
are made from recycled wine corks.
So many amazing things, and can people get their hands on these ski
Yes,
poles at
they
Ski Town
can.
All Stars? Wow. You can recycle, you can upcycle, all of the things. Where are you guys located?
We are in Eagle Vail, between Pier 13 Liquors and Big O Tires. We are there about 10-ish to 6-ish, most days-ish. And yeah, we have a full ski shop, skis, bindings, poles, as well as our hat store, apparel, come in and do custom hats, the whole 9 yards. It's all right there in Eagle Vail.
Which makes it super convenient. And then the best part is if people would like to shop these big ticket items, like
Yep.
maybe get their hands on some new skis, you guys are in a tax break.
Yep, we're in a 4.4% tax district, and that makes it pretty awesome on a set of skis, which could run you upwards of $1,000. So, that's like one sushi roll at Matsuhisa,
There you go.
So look at that.
It's a great way. It's a great way to budget your life. If I'm gonna save this money, but then I'm gonna buy something else with it. I love it.
Exactly.
It's perfect.
Or like 10 lattes.
Yeah, 10 lattes. There you go.
That's a lot. It's like 2 weeks worth of lattes.
That's a lot of lattes. Chris, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information this morning.
Thanks for having
and spending some time with me on the couch.
Thanks for having me.
Make sure that you check out Ski Town All Stars only because they've got so many wonderful things that you're not going to want to miss out on, especially these handy dandy little straps. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to take another look at that local weather forecast, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tv8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance, and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun & Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Let's take another look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures progressively warm up. 40 degrees is our high. We are expecting a slight breeze to roll through out of the west-southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour. As we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that cloud coverage is slowly increasing throughout the course of today because we are expecting to see some snowfall overnight. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver slightly cooler, 39 degrees, partly cloudy skies. They'll see a little bit of sunshine down there, just like us up here in the high country. 40 degrees in Vail, 40 degrees in Avon, 43 degrees in Eagle. Now we are expecting a 50% chance of snowfall overnight. 18 degrees is our overnight low. That breeze is going to continue. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, precipitation is in our forecast. Decreased chance of precipitation tomorrow, increasing by Friday, Saturday, and then again on Sunday it'll start to decrease by Monday. So if you are getting out there, just be prepared for that kind of heavier snow that we are expecting to come our way. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to this Wednesday edition of Good Morning Vail. I've been your host, Maddie Evans, and I told you that we had some exciting news. Well, here's the news. Good Morning Vail is launching a 2-hour show starting next Monday, so you can tune into Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., and we cannot wait to be here to be more engulfed in the community than we already are, because it's a great way for us to get you in the know before you head out there and explore any of the fun things that we've got going on. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow. We'll be here from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., and we cannot wait to see you then.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. A time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Enjoy our